Professional education, lead review drills 100 items. September 29, 2024. This is SirJansenBurabod YouTube channel vlog review. If you wish to pass the LET, don't hesitate to finish this video. Disclaimer. This YouTube channel is created for providing general information for all the learners and viewers, and this is for educational purposes only. First, let's begin with our prayer. Heavenly Father, we come to you today in prayer, asking for your guidance and wisdom as we begin this online review. Help us to stay focused and attentive as we learn and grow together. Give us the strength to stay motivated and the courage to ask questions when needed. We thank you for the opportunity to learn and grow in knowledge. May our minds be open to new ideas and our hearts be filled with understanding. In Jesus' name, Amen. Direction: you may get a piece of paper and pencil or pen to answer. The correct answer will be revealed right after 5-second timer each number. Are you ready, future LPT? Okay, let's begin to our professional education question number 1.
1. Which is the language medium of instruction from K to 3 in accordance with RA 10533 or the Enhanced Basic Education Act 2013? A. English as official language. B. Mother tongue of the learners. C. Language chosen by the school. D. Language chosen by parents. 2. Under RA 10912 of the Continuing Professional Development Act of 2016, how many CPD units are required for the renewal of the teacher's professional ID card, PIC, every 3 years? A. 36. B. 40. C. 30. D. 45. 3. Which describes matches the mirror principle of John Maxwell? A. When we help others, we help ourselves. B. Trust the foundation of any relationship. C. The first person we must examine is ourselves. D. The journey with others is slower than the journey alone. 4. What comprises that spiral approach in teaching math in the K-12 curriculums? A. Give autonomy to school in choice of math subjects. B. Teach algebra, geometry and trigonometry only to higher grades. C. Progressively teach math concepts from grade 1 and continue to grade 10. D. Teach algebra, geometry and trigonometry in grades 7, 8 and 10 respectively. 5. On types of curriculum, which includes the course of study, syllabi, modules, books and the lesson plan. A. Hidden curriculum. B. Written curriculum. C. Recommended curriculum. D. Supported curriculum. 6. In computer-based instructions, what program is used to encode texts and support these with pictures, graphic forms and display styles? A. Publishing. B. Word processing. C. Blog. D. Spreadsheets. 7. Which of the following is not among the common effects of the child having an Oedipus complex that arises from parent-mother emotional repression? A. Avoidance of sex. B. Effeminate behavior. C. Overindulgence in sex. D. Fear constriction. 8. A preschool teacher is thinking about how best to develop the fine motor skills of the 4-year-old. Which of the following should be best to consider? A. Encourage children to act independently. B. Ask the children to do repeated writing drills every day. C. Provide daily coloring book activities. D. Conduct a variety of fun and challenging activities involving hand muscles daily. 9. These are characteristics of formal instructional planning except blank. A. Task-oriented. B. Haphazard. C. Structured. D. Outcome-based. 10. Which portfolio enables you to determine if you realized your intended learning outcomes? A. Development portfolio. B. Assessment portfolio. C. Showcase portfolio. D. Evaluation portfolio. 11. After the 1987 Constitution, the first legal basis to make teaching as professional and teachers as professional is underscore. A. PD 1006. B. RA 7640. C. Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. D. RA 7836. 12. What is the general quality lacking in a teacher who is moody, a loner, easily giving up with poor interpersonal relationship? A. Cooperativeness. B. Buoyancy. C. Fairness. D. Reliability. 13. What do global learners enjoy most? A. Short-term planning. B. Generalization from details. C. Specific designing. D. Word and situational puzzles. 14. What technology integration is achieved by teacher Nina who encourages adaptation of tool-based software by allowing students to choose a tool and modify its use to accomplish a task in hand? A. Infusion. B. Adoption. C. Adaptation. D. Transformation. 15. On types of curriculum which comes from policies, standards and guidelines of government, professional organization or international bodies such as UNESCO. A. Written curriculum. B. Supported curriculum. C. Learned curriculum. D. Recommended curriculum. 16. What could be the content topic when the teacher asked the learners to define curriculum and complete a matrix on the difference between traditional and progressive curriculum? A. Meaning of the curriculum. B. Various curriculum perspectives. C. Different elements that affect curriculum. D. Historical and philosophical foundations of curriculum. 17. Given the prospect of ASEAN integration of manpower professional for ASEAN economic community integration, teachers for potential employment will require underscore, apart from learning a new language. A. Reformation. B. Re-education. C. Re-instruction. D. Reorientation. 18. In social science, a global teacher has a wide appreciation of underscore, drawn from the concept of unity in variety of people around the globe. A. Values education. B. Multiculturalism. C. Education for all. D. Education for sustainable development. 19. For an intended learning outcome, identify skills related to fitness activities suitable for the individual. Health teacher Alvarado asks students to identify the components of physical fitness program from variables of agility, flexibility, body composition and organ vigor. Is there content validity in this test measurement? A. No relation is far-fetched. B. No, since the variables do not relate to skills-related fitness. C. Yes, only a bit related. D. Yes, since the variables relate to skills-related fitness. 20. In unit planning using the topical approach, it is helpful to use the underscore of the textbook. A. Appendix. B. Attachments. C. Graphs and tables. D. Table of contents.
1. Which indicator is relevant to the physical social aspect that the teacher needs to maintain within the domain of social regard for learning? A. Sets higher learning expectations. B. Shows appropriate appearance. C. Observes punctuality. D. Adopts various learning experiences. 2. Among schools which best exemplify academic collaboration. A. School ranking. B. Consortium. C. Academic competition. D. School district zones. 3. You are required to formulate your own philosophy of education in the course, The Teaching Profession. Based on Bloom's revised taxonomy, in which level of cognitive processing are you? A. Applying. B. Creating. C. Analyzing. D. Evaluating. 4. What characteristics are significant to the formulation of the teacher's professional development plan? I. Participative planning. 2. Constructive planning. 3. Innovative planning. IV. Routine planning. A. I. 2 and IV. B. 2, 3 and IV. C. I. 2 and 3. D. I. 3 and IV. 5. Behaviorism is a philosophy that has been anchored on the theories that relate to I. Trial and error. 2. Stimulus and response. 3. Brain and thinking. A. 2 only. B. I only. C. I. 2 and 3. D. I and 2. 6. In schools dominated by children of indigenous peoples or IPs, what is the focus of learning that can instill pride for the elements of the young learner's culture? A. Basic idea of what is culture. B. History of indigenous peoples. C. Positive elements of culture. D. Concerns of ethnic communities. 7. What kind of a curriculum contributes to a learner-centered learning environment? A. Achievement-oriented. B. Indigenized. C. Assessed and monitored. D. Competitive. 8. In selecting a code of conduct, what would the behaviorist teacher prefer to impart on learners? A. One drawn from history. B. One exemplified by great men, women. C. One based on science. D. One taught by religion. 9. What practices help develop interpersonal sensitivity? I. Communicating with stakeholders. 2. Review of instructional content. 3. Openness to positive criticism. IV. Objective analysis of common concerns. A. I. 2 and 3. B. I. 2 and IV. C. I. 3 and IV. D. I and 2 only. 10. Which of the following is not true as regards the relationship between social class and social selection process among high school graduates entering college? A. Higher grade graduates are usually admitted in better college schools. B. Lower social class students always make it to college through strong determination. C. More of higher social class students enter college. D. Higher and lower social class students have equal opportunity for colleges. 11. For meaningful teaching and learning, it is best to connect the lesson to the life of students by integrating a relevant value in the lesson. Which principle is applied? A. Write smart lesson objectives. B. Share lesson objectives outcomes with students. C. Begin with the goal objective in mind. D. Lesson objectives outcomes integrated with 2 or 3 domains, cognitive, skills and effective learning. 12. What needs to be eliminated so that schools can be transformed into a learning community? A. Collective inquiry for best practices. B. Commitment for continuing improvement. C. Shared vision, mission, values. D. Centralized governance. Teacher Padua told students that they must, at the end of the lesson, identify the topic sentence and supporting sentences in the paragraph. He drilled the class on subject, verb agreement to ensure writing of a good paragraph, and then a 10-sentence paragraph for determining subject, verb agreement. Did Teacher Padua use the lesson objective, learning outcomes as a guide in the development of the lesson? A. Yes, intended outcome conforms to the drills. B. A little, because subject-verb agreements is a must in paragraph writing. C. No, intended outcome was different from drills. D. Very much, because the 10 sentences drill is effective for paragraph writing. How can the multi-grade system be set in place in order to respond to the needs of remote elementary schools where enrollment is low? A. Upgrade students to higher levels. B. Mainstream special students with regular students. C. Combine 2 to 3 grade levels. D. Assign teachers to specific levels. Teacher Era asks her students to see the connection of their new lesson to their own personal experiences and share the same with the class. Teacher Era believes in which principle of learning? A. Effective learning begins with setting of clear expectation and learning outcomes. B. Learning is the discovery of personal meaning of ideas. C. Learning is an active process. D. Learning is a cooperative and collaborative process. Teacher Ivy avoids drills out of context. She gives real-world math problems for students to drill on. Teacher Ivy is very much convinced of which principle of learning? A. Learning is an active process. B. Learning is the discovery of personal meaning of ideas. C. Learning is a cooperative and collaborative process. D. Effective learning begins with setting of clear expectation and learning outcomes. What is a concrete proof that a teacher is a public servant and/or official has violated RA 6713's mandate to demonstrate modest lives appropriate to their positions and income? A. Peddling undue patronage. B. Extravagant and ostentatious wealth. C. Inefficient use of public funds. D. Political party affiliation and preference. Which best describes self-directed learning? A. Students take and pass all tests and quizzes. B. Peers assists each other in recall of knowledge. C. Teacher delivers learning inputs. D. Student discover answers to problems. 19. Teacher Bessie avoids out-of-context drills. Instead, she makes use of real-world problem for his students to solve. This makes Teacher Bessie in approach. A. Inquiry-based. B. Constructivist. C. Developmentally appropriate. D. Reflective. 20. How is the ripple effect illustrated in the class of Teacher Elena? A. Teacher exhaustion grows during class. B. Misbehavior escalates in the classroom. C. Discipline takes more than teaching. D. Learning is transmitted row by row. 1. How do you describe the effect of escalating situations of uncontrolled misbehavior in a classroom? A. Step-up effect. B. Ripple effect. C. Rainbow effect. D. Mushroom effect. 2. Which is the highest level in the revised Bloom and Anderson's taxonomy? A. Scoring rubric for a research report. B. Evaluation of answers. C. Analysis of causes of a phenomenon. D. Application of principle in a real life. 3. The AV Technology Resource Center regularly provides the teachers a list of websites, apps and instructional materials available in the city. This fulfills which function of the center? A. Recreational Reading Center. B. Laboratory of Learning. C. Link to community resources. D. Center of Resources. 4. What criteria are achieved by a bulletin board display that has repeated shapes or colors, also using borders to hold the display together? A. Balance. B. Durability. C. Unity. D. Correctness. 5. What is being employed when the teacher advises, coaches, inspires, motivates, reminds, urges and inspires? A. Concept revision. B. Prompting. C. Clarification. D. Multiple response. 6. What learning style is characterized by doing things that have immediate practical use for the learner? A. Intuitive thinking. B. Sensing thinking. C. Intuitive feeling. D. Sensing feeling. 7. What type of test items requires students to blend, coalesce, combine, fuse or integrate ideas or concepts? A. Application. B. Analysis. C. Synthesis. D. Evaluation. 8. How truancy is best understood so that appropriate responses can be made to prevent it? A. Absences with permission. B. Absences due to sickness. C. Absences without good reason. D. Absences due to family problems. 9. What is the best antidote that can anticipate unruly student scenarios in class? A. Set punishments for misbehavior. B. Spelled out rules on discipline. C. Projection of teacher authority. D. Threats to unruly behavior. 10. On the aspects of personal classroom management, which factor greatly affects the rate of learning or the speed of absorption of knowledge among students? A. Use of visual aids. B. Manner or presentation of information. C. Voice delivery and clarity of the teacher. D. Difficulty in lesson content. 11. What questioning method did teacher Zeta apply when showed a graph and asked, with what data is the graph concerned? Rather than, what do you see in the graph? A. Evaluate. B. Generalize. C. Convergent. D. Probing. 12. What is Daniel Coleman's term for interpersonal effectiveness? A. Superior IQ. B. PR index. C. XY theory. D. Emotional quotient or EQ. 13. Which of the following is the best question to ask in order to relate a lesson on water conservation to the lives of students? A. In what ways do people add to water wastage? B. What is therefore the meaning of water conservation? C. In some which communities observe water conservation? D. How can you help conserve water? 14. What is the main guide for teacher to follow on the manner of their dressing in school? A. Dress tradition. B. Dress trends. C. Dress fads. D. Dress code. 15. What type of learners learns better than others, particularly during class lectures, discussions and other forms of oral communication discourse? A. Visual learners. B. Auditory learners. C. Kinesthetic learners. D. Tactile learners. 16. Which describes matches the mirror principle of John Maxwell? A. When we help others we help ourselves. B. Trust the foundation of any relationship. C. The first person we must examine is ourselves. D. The journey with others is slower than the journey alone. (17) What comprises that spiral approach in teaching math in the K-12 curriculums? A. Give autonomy to school in choice of math subjects. B. Teach algebra, geometry and trigonometry only to higher grades. C. Progressively teach math concepts from grade 1 and continued to grade 10. D. Teach algebra, geometry and trigonometry in grades 7, 8 and 10 respectively. (18) What do global learners enjoy most? A. Short-term planning. B. Generalization from details. C. Specific designing. D. Word and situational puzzles. (19) What two indicators promote purposive learning among students? I. General knowledge of teaching methods. 2. Recognition of specific learning needs. 3. Cultivation of good study habits. IV. Tutorial on learning principles. A. I and 2B, I and 3C, 3 and IVD, 2 and 3. (20) What technology integration is achieved by teacher Nina, who encourages adaptation of tool-based software by allowing students to choose a tool and modify its use to accomplish a task in hand? A. Infusion. B. Adoption. C. Adaptation. D. Transformation. (1) What technology integration is achieved by teacher Nero, who creates enriched learning environment in which students regularly engage in activities that would have been impossible to achieve without technology, e.g. their own PowerPoint presentation of lessons? A. Infusion. B. Adoption. C. Adaptation. D. Transformation. (2) When does teacher Rosal apply pedagogical knowledge in planning technology integration in her science lesson? A. Learns to scan pictures to include in her presentation. B. Studies how to attach video to her AV presentation. C. Looks at characteristics and interest of learners for choice of matching activities. D. Researches on plasma as another state of matter in her lesson. (3) For visual spatial learners, which tool can be applied for effective learning? A. Recording. B. Graphic organizer. C. Interview segment. D. Puzzle. 4. Teacher Peter is a construction teacher who allows his students to use technology tools to build understanding rather than simple information, particularly in primarily working alone using technology. This level of technology integration is underscore A. Infusion. B. Entry. C. Adaptation. D. Transformation. (5) For bodily kinesthetic learners, which activities will appeal and be appreciated when assigned to them? A. Display of sports equipment. B. Calisthenics. C. Lecture on body movements. D. Illustration of body parts and functions. (6) How can math concepts be learned and appreciated as lifelong learning by students? A. Drills on numbers and calculations. B. Apply concepts to concrete use. C. Apply formulas to abstract calculations. D. Memory of axioms and principles. (7) What is taught by mock-up election activities complete with discussion and selection of the best candidates? A. Skills in discussion. B. Election process. C. Art of election campaigning. D. Decision making. 8. In what way does cooperative learning through bonding and sharing be less relevant and less effective? A. Exploring. B. Competing. C. Discovering. D. Constructing. 9. What kind of class management is applied in the case of teacher Lenny, who attends to every situation as it comes, hoping to meet it as it comes without much foresight and preparation? A. Heading on. B. Reactive. C. Reinforcing. D. Proactive. 10. I wasn't satisfied with students B's yes as an answer, and so I asked her to explain why. What did I do? A. Probing. B. Prompting. C. Rephrasing. D. Asking non-directed questions. 11. When you begin teaching with the generalization, then bring in details. Which method do you simplify? A. It depends on your type of generalization. B. It depends on quantity or details you bring in. C. Inductive. D. Deductive. 12. This is not among the big ideas about physical development of preschoolers. A. Toddling to walk. B. Significant change in physical growth. C. Acquisition of gross and fine motor skills. D. Artistic expressions, e.g. drawing. 13. Which practices is an offshoot of the principle that a non-threatening atmosphere enhances turning? A. No scolding. B. No praising. C. No homework. D. No bullying. 14. What can teacher Go use to teach critical reading skills to her grade 6 students from newspaper content? A. Features content. B. News content. C. Editorial content. D. Entertainment content. 15. PE teacher John wants students to learn the rules in basketball in practical way. What kind of simple, inexpensive method can be used to achieve the outcome of students knowing and applying rules in the game? A. Play and be skillful in the game. B. Uses successful athletes as resource persons. C. Lecture. Demonstrate. Simulate. D. Lecture using video. 16. What criterion is the focus of teacher lady who makes sure factual pieces of information form a website in literature are well documented, picture and diagrams are properly labeled? A. Clarity. B. Appropriateness. C. Motivation. D. Accuracy. 17. What is the aim of teacher Luis when he introduced the difficult social problem of poverty of disadvantaged sectors using brainstorming, rather than a lecture? A. Awaken awareness. B. Generate ideas. C. Involve discussants. D. Solve the problem. 18. What should be the basic focus of modern-day student-centered learning? A. Proactive instructions. B. Self-learning. C. Long-term vision. D. Technology support. 19. What is not the essential requirement for allowing non-college graduates to be turned to teach senior high school? A. Acknowledged expensive. B. Teach specialization. C. Completed VOC Tech course. D. Need of this school. 20. On types of curriculum, which includes the course of study, syllabi, modules, books and the lesson plan. A. Hidden curriculum. B. Written curriculum. C. Recommended curriculum. D. Supported curriculum. 1. In computer-based instructions, what program is used to encode texts and support these with pictures, graphic forms and display styles? A. Publishing. B. Word processing. C. Blog. D. Spreadsheets. 2. On types of curriculum, which comes from policies, standards and guidelines of government, professional organization or international bodies such as UNESCO. A. Written curriculum. B. Supported curriculum. C. Learned curriculum. D. Recommended curriculum. 3. What could be the content topic when the teacher asked the learners to define curriculum and complete a matrix on the difference between traditional and progressive curriculum? A. Meaning of the curriculum. B. Various curriculum perspectives. C. Different elements that affect curriculum. D. Historical and philosophical foundations of curriculum. 4. How can the student's mastery of the subject matter be efficiently assessed? I. Error analysis. 2. Diagnostic test. 3. Portfolio assessment. IV. Survey. A. 3 and IVB. I and 2C. I and IVD. 2 and 3. 5. Study shows that this is not among the appropriate practices for cognitive development among preschoolers. A. 1-year-old develop creative interest. B. 3-year-old speak with them as often as possible. C. 4-year-old say nursery rhymes. D. 5-year-old add drama to reading sessions. 6. At the beginning of the school year, what projects can best determine student mastery of the previous year's subject matter prior to introducing new subject matter? I. Journal. 2. Submitted portfolio. 3. Mock-up. IV. Realia. A. 3 and IVB. I and 2C. I and 3D. I and IV. 7. The Philippine Association for Teacher and Education (PATH) proposed a new curriculum for teacher education to make graduates of teacher education more globally competitive. This may be classified as A. Assessed curriculum. B. Supported curriculum. C. Recommended curriculum. D. Hidden curriculum. 8. Teacher Dona can be relied on in helping prepare the curriculum for the year, including monthly and daily guides in implementing the curriculum. As a curricularist, she is an A. Implementer. B. Planner. C. Writer. D. Innovator. 9. With school-based management (SBM) in mind, which does not belong. A. Schools as primary units. B. Central office disconnect to schools for decentralization. C. Stakeholders as partners. D. Empowered principal. 10. Which of the following factors can most effectively prevent any unruly scenario in a classroom? A. Trusts. B. Rules. C. Routines. D. Process. 11. Which of the following processes usually comes first in developing curriculum? A. Organization of learning experiences. B. Selection of educational content. C. Evaluating educational experiences. D. Identifying learning goals and objectives. 12. In acquiring language competence, what is the process of attaching meaning to words? A. Syntax. B. Semantics. C. Phonology. D. Morphology. 13. SVM succeeds along the paradigm shift not simply of strategy but as underscore. A. A form of tokenism. B. Systems thinking and orientation. C. An act of compliance. D. Bean counting, orientation. 14. The best feature of Tyler's rationale is the underscore. A. Organizing the experiences. B. Evaluating the experiences. C. Identifying the purpose. D. Planning phase. 15. Implementation means putting into practice the experiences which have been written in the following except A. Curriculum guides. B. Course outline. C. Syllabi. D. Internet resource sites. 16. Medical science favors pregnant women talking or singing to their fetus as part of underscore. A. Midnatal learning. B. Prenatal learning. C. Natal synchrony learning. D. Postnatal learning. 17. How can you optimize learning for preschool children? A. Employ technology. B. Make learning fun. C. Construct well-furnished classroom. D. Use visual media aids. 18. Which facilities are present in a health-promoting school environment? I. Canteen sells all kinds of food including junk foods. 2. Comfort rooms are common for boys and girls. 3. Sanitary drinking fountains. IV. Safe playground. A. I and 2B. I and 3C. 2 and IVD. 3 and IV. 19. Which encompasses the true essence of the term curriculum? A. List of subject to complete a course. B. List of courses for graduation. C. Sum total of all learning experiences. D. Never-ending process in education. 20. For Sigmund Freud, which is the deciding agent of human personality by which we reason and consider the best response to situations? A. ID. B. Superego. C. Ego. D. Unconscious. How many correct answer did you get? Please comment your score in the comment section and write your name with LPT 2024.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe and click the notification bell button for more videos update.